And now, from Glasgow.
So, hello, welcome to stage 39. This is the right thigh 4, and it's also new pack day, so I have 4 shiny new issues. Now, I've normally been doing these 2 videos at a time. I have a slight concern with the delivery schedule, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to slow it down slightly, and I'm only going to do one pack for this video, and the next pack. That's going to slip me back 2 weeks, and then that way if there is a delay in the deliveries, it won't matter, I'll still be able to put videos out. So I'm kind of making you suffer now so that you can benefit in the long run. So these are the parts for stage 39. We have got 39A, this is plastic. This is called top of outer thigh right side. And then we've got 39B, which I think is this piece, and this is the upper right thigh hinge A, and I'll bring that in a bit closer, you can see it. I think that's plastic. It's a very hard plastic, or it's a not so good metal piece, so I think it's plastic. 39C is called rear of outer thigh right side, and it's the usual lovely detail. It's really nice. You see that they've actually filled in the panel lines, and it's really good. I mean, if they didn't fill in the panel lines, I'd probably be suggesting maybe get some black oil paint and just dab that in. 39E is the outer hip cover. Now that looks, I don't know if it's the angle I'm looking at it looks a little bit wonky. I'm not sure, it might just be my eyes deceiving me. We'll have a look. It could be shaped around the leg. And then we have, I've missed out 39D, which is the upper right thigh hinge B. And that's that piece. Again, it might be metal. It's the same situation with that one. And then we've got 2 sets of screws. We've got SM screws, 2 of them. These are longer screws. And then the AP screws we've got 3 of, and they are shorter. So we begin with piece 39A, which is the outer hip cover, and inside of that we need to place on the outside, and as I've just suspected, you'll see you've got one hole is bigger than the other, and then inspection of the cover, you can see you've got one peg is larger than the other. So I've got that the wrong way round. It needs to go that way, and it won't go in if you've got it the wrong way round. So that is that piece done. So next we have got 39B and 39C, and these are the 2 hinges, and they are going to go like this. You'll see you've got a screw hole there. You've got a screw hole there, and you'll see you've got a screw hole there, so you want that towards you with the screw hole up. Maybe I should zoom in because there's some small parts today. We're not needing the actual model, so let's put that there. That's the previous piece. So we have the screw hole there. We have a locating tab there, we have a screw there. So we want that screw hole facing us, and then we want on this piece, we want that screw hole facing downwards, and we've got another screw hole there. Why won't this focus? And we want that towards us, so we will end up placing in like this, and I should have got my screw ready, which I didn't, so we'll have both of those screw holes facing towards us. So let's get our SM. I've got a feeling we only need one screw. They've given us two, and I think they've done that as a spare, and that screwdriver head is way too big. So let's see if we can get away with this one. Yep, that'll do. Right, so let's do a little test with our screw. We know that's going to go in like that. Lovely. That's got to be screwed in. So what we'll do is we'll screw this screw in until it begins to poke through, which is there, and then we'll just back it off a bit so that that screw is not showing there, and just run a thumbnail or something down it. If you can feel it, back it off. So we've got that screw half in, and then I'm going to hold that with my finger, and I'm just going to bring that up so that those two screw holes line up, and then I can continue screwing this in until it catches with the lower piece. Lovely job. It's a little bit awkward, but that's probably an easier way to do it. So that's now caught, and I'll continue screwing this in. And the pieces are actually called hinges, so I'm going to assume they want movement, which there's not much there. So I'm just going to back that screw off about a quarter of a turn. There you go, I'm happy. So what we've ended up with there, if we look at that piece there in the magazine, our piece looks something like it. So we've got these two, which are obviously screw holes. They're facing towards us. Okay. So next we want to place this piece that we've just done, and we want to place it, I think we're going to need to rotate it around. Right, there we go. So we now need to turn it so that you've got this, the screw is at the top, and then it flattens there, and we've got a little flap going across. And what we're going to do is we're going to, see there, that is as I thought it was. That's a locating tab. So we've got one screw hole, one locating tab. The locating tab goes there, and that little circle is going to cover that. So that will go in like that. Lovely. And that is going to be screwed in, surprise, surprise, with the AP screw. We have 3 AP screws, so I'm going to take 2 out. We can safely assume that we're going to need one in a bit. And I'll get that screw lined up. No, I'm not, because it's not magnetized. So holding this piece down, we'll just pop that screw in there. And we can screw that in nice and tight, but not too tight that we end up wringing it. So now we have a little flappy bit there. Okay, so next thing that we want to do is we want to take piece 39C, which is this piece, and we are going to form a semicircle using that hinge. So locating tab and screw hole there. So the locating tab's going to go in there, and shadows come to supervise. Hello matey Bob, how are you? So I'm going to do a test fit first. Am I happy with that fit? No, I'm actually not. Mister, you're in the way. I'm not totally happy with that fit, you know. I can get the screw in, no problems. Look, you are providing a nice black background, but it's not really what we want. Right, I think it might be easy if we focus on placing this part in first, and then bring... you know what, I'm going to just trust the process. Guys, look, I'm going to have to take a cut and just give my cat a bit of attention, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so my apologies for that. I will say welcome distraction. Right, so I'm just going to play... Oh, it's not enough for him. Come on, mister. I've just given you a brush and I've given you loads of fuss, and you won't leave me alone. Oh, bless him. He's such a lovely boy. He really is, but he won't leave me alone sometimes. Right, I'm going to get this in. Except, no, I'm not. Right, so I think the easiest way is going to be to pop the screw in and then bring the part to here. I'm going to try and work around the cat. Right, so we'll give that a few screws. Mister, you make life difficult for me. See, people do like these airfix challenges, build it in an hour. Try building a part work when you've got a cat that just wants to be fussed all the time. Do you know, I'm gonna have to zoom out, guys, because it's really difficult working with the cat. So my arms are all over the place. So at least if it's not a long build, well, it isn't a long build. But hopefully it's entertaining. Yeah, so this is my challenge. Like I say, I think doing an airfix starter set in an hour is probably really easy compared to building a part work when you own a cat, or the cat owns you. I think is more appropriate. Right, so that piece is screwed into the hinge, but it's a terrible fit, guys. Look. Don't know if I'm oh, there we go. Yeah, it's that you've got some little tabs there, and you've also got cat hair as well. It has to clip into the tabs, and then that actually looks half reasonable. Like it's just those tabs there. So clip, and it's fine. Yeah, that looks okay. Right, guys. So that is actually the end of the build. That is stage 39. That's the right thigh 4. You don't need the actual main model, and I believe, having a quick look through next magazine, you're going to need this piece, but you're not going to need the actual model for that either. So yeah, I hope it's actually not a bad little piece, is it? I don't remember doing this on the other leg, so whether that's because that was a long time ago, or because maybe we're building different stages to make it look like so that they're not looking the same, so you don't get the two muddled. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. So that's end of stage 39. So guys, I will catch you in 2 weeks time when we will be doing stage 40, and then 2 weeks after that we'll resume normal service, and we'll do two issues per video. So I'll leave that there. No, cat's not happy. Can I put it there? Right, so take care, guys. I'll see you in 2 weeks.